Okay, if you remember from the tutorials just on introducing prong collars, right? You want everything inside of the bubble, it's the length of the leash, to be comfortable, right? So being at the outer limit of the leash, pulling us, is when the uncomfortable sensation happens, but coming into the direction of the person holding the leash, that turns it off, the leash pressure off. Also turns remote collar off. All right, so let's do this a few times. Nothing other than long line and calling back here to place. It's important that you start in this fashion, because if you start pushing the button when the dog is on place, it's making the association of something uncomfortable, when in fact, we want place to be comfortable, right? Okay, get your long line, making a reasonable length based on your skill level, your coordination. All of our clients have to use a 15-foot leash, because I know that's that control variable, that everybody should be about 30 to 40 feet apart, so that we know that we don't have dogs knotting up the line and dog fights, right? So when I pull the dog this direction, I'm going to keep leash pressure the best that I can, and on the word COME. So it's command, and then the leash pressure begins. Remember, dogs will always respond to a physical sensation over an audible cue. So give the audible cue first. Come. Place. Good. All right, I just needed a little bit to guide her in the direction that I wanted her to come. Of course, I'm bent down here at place, almost as a target for her. She knows coming to place is comfortable, and she's gonna get fed. All right, so let's set that up one more time, and then we'll layer on remote collar and show you how that works. And that's a little tricky because you have to be really coordinated. You have to pull the leash with one hand, you have to push the button with the other, and what you don't want is, you don't want to end up with a whole bunch of line wrapped around your hands like that, okay? It needs to be nice and free down here in the bottom. And when you get started here, come on. All right, we will untangle it just a bit, and we'll get set up. Okay, there's really no other place to go because I'm standing right here at the board, right? She goes that direction, I pull her back to me. That direction, same thing. She goes too far, I'm gonna fix that as well, okay? Here we are, remote collar layered on. Again, teaching level, okay? Come. Good, 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 good. All right, I'm gonna hold the leash just a second, make sure that she stays. Yes. So say the word COME. When she gets here, then say PLACE. Good girl. Let's do it again. And sit. Good. Sit. Get everything situated, right? Teaching level, leash in your left hand. Now as I pull, I'm going to pull with the left, and I probably will let it run through my finger like this and then keep pulling, okay? You'll see how this works. Come. Place. Place. Good girl. Good girl. All right, sending to place is much different. So we'll use this tutorial. The others they'll release on Patreon. When you send to place, you need a helper, okay? Having a helper calling to place is a good idea too. But sending to place, it's quite a bit different. The handler gives the command to leave, right? And the button is pressed, but going to place turns it off. So your partner that's silent, they reel the dog in to place, okay? So it's really tricky, but we'll lay it out in another video to come.